starting with ancient Greek architecture. This period dates roughly from 850 BCE to 31 BCE. The Greeks developed three distinct architectural orders: Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. Each order has unique characteristics in terms of columns and entablature design. Doric order, the oldest and simplest of the Greek architectural styles, characterized by heavy fluted columns with plain saucer-shaped capitals and no base. The Parthenon in Athens is a quintessential example of Doric architecture, reflecting its emphasis on harmony and proportion. Ionic order. More slender and ornate than Doric, Ionic columns have scrolled capitals and a base. The Temple of Athena. Nike in Athens is an example of this style. Its elegance and use of decorative elements marked a shift towards more elaborate designs. Corinthian order. Known for its elaborate capitals decorated with acanthus leaves, the Corinthian order was the most ornate and was used widely in later Greek and Roman architecture. The Temple of Olympian Zeus in Athens showcases this style. Reflecting on Greek architecture, there's a clear emphasis on proportion, balance, and beauty, underpinned by strong philosophical and mathematical principles. The Greeks sought to create structures that were both functional and aesthetically pleasing, serving civic, religious, and cultural purposes. Now, moving on to Roman architecture. The Romans adopted and adapted elements of Greek architecture, enhancing them with new engineering techniques and materials, particularly concrete, which allowed for more ambitious structures. Roman innovations. The use of the arch, vault, and dome was revolutionary. The Pantheon in Rome, with its massive dome and oculus, exemplifies their architectural ingenuity. These innovations allowed for expansive interior spaces and contributed to the grandeur of Roman structures. Public buildings. Roman architecture is noted for its utility and grandeur, as seen in structures like the Colosseum, aqueducts, and forums. These served public and civic uses, reflecting the Roman emphasis on public life, governance, and the spread of culture. Temples and basilicas. Roman temples, like the Maison Carrée in Nîmes, show a blend of Greek and original Roman elements, often elevated on a podium. Basilicas, originally used as public halls, later influenced early Christian church architecture. In pondering about the cultural exchange, the Romans not only borrowed from the Greeks, but also infused their architecture with elements from other cultures within their vast empire. This reflects a melting pot of ideas that characterizes much of Roman art and architecture. Decorative arts. Both Greek and Roman architectures featured abundant decorative elements, such as sculptures and reliefs that depicted gods, historical events, and daily life, serving both aesthetic and narrative functions. This contributed to the rich visual culture that supported their respective mythologies and ideologies. Reflecting on this, it's evident that classical architecture is marked by a balance between aesthetic beauty and engineering precision. This balance is achieved through a deep understanding of materials, geometry, and the human scale, a testament to the era's philosophical and cultural values. I wonder how these principles were adapted in later periods, especially during the Renaissance and neoclassical eras. Interestingly, these styles not only informed the architecture of their time, but also served as a benchmark for future generations, inspiring a return to classical ideals time and again, often as a way to evoke authority, clarity, and rationality. Understanding classical architecture involves appreciating its contribution to building techniques, design principles, and its enduring legacy in shaping Western architectural traditions. The classical world's ability to blend form and function remains influential in modern architecture, underlining its timeless appeal.